Hello, welcome to 5 Minute Book Reviews. I'm Naomi. I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Christian fantasy book called Skylight Ends by Donna E. And Donna is actually one of my critique partners, so I'm really excited to share this with you today. Donna does fantastic work, and this book, though it is book 3 in this series, it was easy enough to get into. Um, and I do look forward to reading books 1 and 2 to get the whole picture, but it was easy enough to stand alone on its own. So, how I do my book reviews is I give a 5 point simple review about the book and then a little thought. So, just to share how easy it is to do a book review, and it really does help authors tremendously. So, I just encourage you in that. And let me get right in. So, Skylight Ends, like I said, is fantasy, and it's the third in the series. And so it's this epic battle where like all these species are trying to rejoin the world, and good versus evil, and it was really a really good story. I really enjoyed it. So here are my 5 things from Skylight Ends. Number 1, an urgent quest to rejoin the worlds before Skylight ends. Number 2, all species work together with help and reminders from the Whisperers. Number 3, the Dark Lord deceives his followers with promises of safety and food and all that. And number 4, there's a theme of sacrifice for the greater cause. And my quote to round it all out, this is found in the book Skylight Ends. Alice Sheeny stepped in front of her friend and touched her arm. Emotion is clouding your reason, Amada. Our friend's question is one that matters. What is love when it is true? Love is sacrifice, like Kindra's sacrifice, like Fala's sacrifice in the cave of the sphere. We must fix our eyes on the purpose of the great love, even if it means sacrifice. Um, so I really enjoyed this book. It actually reminded me of Narnia and also the Left Behind series. There's an urgency of good needing to conquer, or now is the time for good to rise up, or else this time will end and evil will win. So there's a strong theme that's applicable for today, is to redeem every day, because they're growing shorter. And I just really had fun. There's so many different species. There's lots of fun things that I suspect. I think there's about, if I recall correctly, there's 12 species of these animals or creatures. And how I suspect it happened is, how in the temple in the Bible where they're talking about the beautiful stones and the precious jewels that are making up the temples, I believe that's where they get their name, because they've got some names like Topazi and Jasperi and stuff like that. So I haven't confirmed that, but that's my thought. I really did enjoy Skylight Ends, and it really is fun. But it's also very serious too. Like now is the time for good. Now is the time to stand up and to um, pursue righteousness. So it's a Christian allegory happening in there. There's sacrifice. There's the whisperers are like the Holy Spirit would be whispering truth and courage to the believers and stuff like that. So super fun. I really enjoyed that, and I enjoyed getting to read this in the making. So I'm really proud of Donna and how she's just put this out there. So she's very prolific. She's got other novels. She's got the two in this series, in the Whisper series. There's other novels that she's written. She writes Bible study books, Christian living. So if you're looking for something, there's a very good chance that Donna has written something in that genre. So check it out. You might find your next great read today. So that's the end of my review. So super simple. And then I just will cut and paste. I will type this out, cut and paste this to Amazon and Goodreads and BookBub, and it's super simple. I did notice, I checked out the other day that Amazon will allow you to do a video as part of your review. So I thought maybe I could just upload this video to Amazon, but lesson learned, it takes quite a while to upload it. It'd be faster just to write out anyway, and you still need to write out an actual review. So there you go. We tried. Let's always be in the interest of making life a little easier. Um, no, but that's all right. So, and then I'll, like I said, Amazon, Goodreads, BookBub, share it on my socials and in some reader groups. So, reviews really are very simple. You don't have to tell the whole plot line. You don't have to make it like a book report. You can even just say, I give this 3 stars. It was okay. Or I loved it, which hopefully, hopefully you'd say, more than, that I love it for this, rather than it's okay. Unless you don't care for fantasy, then chances are you won't even read it. So there you go. So super simple. That's all for now. So until next time, I hope you have a good book and be sure to leave reviews. Thanks so much for tuning in. Bye.